My name is Saurabh Chandan, and I'm an assistant professor of gastroenterology and hepatology at Creighton University School of Medicine in Omaha, Nebraska. On behalf of my co-authors, I'd like to thank the ASGE and the Gastrointestinal Endoscopy Journal for giving me the opportunity to discuss the findings of a recently published article titled Adverse Events of the Single Operator Cholangioscopy System, a MAUDE Database Analysis. Per-oral cholangioscopy by direct cannulation of the bile duct with a thin cholangioscope or with the use of a small caliber baby cholangioscope through the channel of a mother duodenoscope was initially described in the mid-1970s. In 2006, the Spyglass, a single-operator direct visualization system for per-oral cholangiopancreatoscopy, was introduced. This single-operator cholangioscopy or SOC system addressed several of the shortcomings of previous platforms and featured a reusable optical probe and a disposable access catheter called the SpyScope. The optical probe could be reused several times and could be replaced by a new probe when damaged. Importantly, the Spyglass system allowed single-operator control of both the duodenoscope and the cholangioscope. Subsequently, a second-generation device called the Spyglass Digital System, or DS, was released in 2015, which had enhanced image resolution, 60% improved field of view, and a brighter light. Following this, in 2018, a third-generation device called the SpyScope DS2 was introduced, which had an even higher resolution as well as adjusted lighting to reduce light flares. SOC is considered a safe procedure, but may add risks to those associated with standard ERCP. However, data on device-related failures and patient-related events pertaining to the Spyglass SOC is limited. To address this, we analyzed the real-world adverse events through the United States Food and Drug Administration Manufacturer and User Facility Device Experience, or the MAUDE database. This is a registry of reports of device problems and adverse events related to medical devices and are submitted by mandated and voluntary reporters. The database is updated monthly to report device-related deaths, injuries, and failure modes. Adverse events are characterized into four groups: malfunction, injury, death, and others. We queried the database for all adverse events from the Spyglass system from January 2016 to August 2023. During the data collection period, 4,126 reports were filed. Data were categorized as device problems and device-associated patient adverse events. A total of 2,331 device problems, 1,301 with the Spyglass DS and 1,010 with the Spyglass DS2 system were reported in the database search. An optical problem was the most commonly reported issue, with 83 events for Spyglass DS and 457 for the Spyglass DS2 system. Other issues included poor quality image and material protrusion or extrusion defects for both devices. Device-associated patient adverse events were found in 62 of the 1,743 reports, 33 for the Spyglass DS and 29 for the Spyglass DS2 system. There were 1,697 entries labeled as no clinical signs, symptoms, or conditions, or no known impact or consequences to the patient. The most common adverse events were bleeding in 15 cases, perforation in 14, infection, fever, or sepsis in 6, and pancreatitis in 6 cases. Pancreatitis was only reported with the Spyglass DS2 system. Our analysis of the MAUDE database suggests that most reported problems with the Spyglass Digital System DS, including its accessories, are device-related, with a relatively small percentage of patient-related adverse events. Device failures included optical problems and poor image quality, whereas patient-related adverse events included bleeding, hemorrhage, and perforation. We found a greater proportion of optical problems with the DS2 system as compared to its predecessor. There are some possible explanations for this difference. The most likely explanation is a larger number of cases of fluid intrusion into the early iteration of the DS2 device. The manufacturer responded to these by introducing the Sight Shield technology, which is a fluid-resistant sealing process. Sight Shield was introduced in August 2022 in response to the increased number of optical problems. Another possible explanation is that since we retrospectively analyzed events reported between 2016 and 2023, it is possible that a higher number of events were captured in the database since the launch of the DS2 device in 2018 compared to 2015 for the DS system. Regardless, our findings suggest that advanced endoscopists performing cholangiopancreatoscopy should be well versed with device-related adverse events. It is crucial to remember that a major limitation of the MOD database is that all the indexed events are electively reported. Therefore, underreporting, potential inaccuracies, lack of verification may underestimate device failures and adverse event rates. Despite the potential limitations of our database, it is another resource that can provide important information about adverse events related to SOC, both device-related problems as well as patient adverse events. Together with the existing literature, this can provide a fuller picture of potential problems associated with SOC. I'd once again like to thank all the viewers for listening in and giving me the opportunity to discuss the findings of our article. Thank you.